everybody, this is Nicole with HelpMamaRemote.com, and today I'm coming to share with you a thrift haul. I went to the thrift store on my birthday. Yeah, that's how I celebrate. But anyway, I went to the thrift store on my birthday, and half off, of course. Only get down on half off day. Went to the thrift store. Well, my original plan was I went looking for the silhouette, the cameo, craft thing. And Michael's didn't have it. I didn't go to Joann's. I just didn't feel like running around. So I said, well, I'll come home, watch a lot of YouTube videos, see should I get the large one, should I get the small one. But before coming home, I went to the thrift store. So I said, let me see what they got. And so I'm going to share with you some things I got. I'm going to share with you some things I got. Look, y'all, my dog was over there on the couch. And it seemed like as soon as I turned on the camera, he went over there to the ottoman. So I guess he wouldn't be on camera. Okay, but anyway, so I went to a garage sale maybe 2 weeks ago. Some of the things I'm already using, so I'm going to share those with you. Another couple of other things that I got from the thrift store maybe 3 weeks ago or something like that. I'm going to share that with you. I'm going to share with you a roadside find. Some I found while I took my daughter to, after I took my daughter to school. I was so excited to find it because I have been purchasing these at the thrift store. So I found one for free. Garage sale, thrift store from last week. And I'll just let you know where it came from. Okay, but the first thing I picked up was this here. This is a little, like a wine. I'm assuming you could put wine bottles in here. Now, let me tell y'all a story. I don't drink wine, rarely, maybe New Year's or something like that. I don't drink wine, but I have a wine bar. Yeah, right, crazy. But anyway, so I want this to decorate my wine bar, but I drink anything in a wine glass. Anything, orange juice, anything. So I bought this. It was $2.99, so that made it $1.50. So that's the first item. The next item I got from the thrift store was this little basket, $1.99. So it was $1. And I'm trying to work on a project, so I'm hoping I could use this. If not, I'm sure I could use it somewhere to corral something in. So trust and believe I can use this somewhere in the house. I love baskets. I'm a basket girl. I put a couple basket backs the other day. I'm like, okay, you don't need any more baskets, okay? Give me some iced coffee here. Okay, so the other thing I picked up, I've seen these, but I'm not want to get into that, because I know how I get. But I do want a couple of these items to store things in, maybe, because I got away from plastic. But let me show you. It's a Tupperware, and I'm assuming it's for deviled eggs, because they have these here in it, and you can place them in here like that. But I'm looking at that I could, like, if I'm doing tacos, like today we are having tacos, so I have the fish tacos. So I have the fish put away. I have the taco shells done. So if I want to, like, cut up lettuce and tomatoes and onions and put them in a refrigerator before when everybody get home to eat dinner. So, like I say, I wanted to pick this up, or I wanted to use it for my husband's lunch. So, I'm going to do a little bit more research on the Tupperware and just see which ones I want if I'm going to get a couple. I don't want to get into the whole Tupperware thing because I'm not, like, into plastic. But like I said, I do want a couple just for storage, just a couple. Because sometimes when I'm using my Pyrex to store, some of the lids and the vintage Pyrex kind of, like, slide in the fridges and stuff like that, but sometimes I use some like kid rubber bands, like ponytail things, to hold them in place. Okay, so I showed you that. Another thing I found was this thing right here, and I thought it would go great. It's either I'm going to use it in the kitchen to put recipes on, or like my menu plan. I want to, like, if I have like some ideas, so say for instance, I do a menu plan and I have my meal, like today we're having fish taco, rice, beans, and I write it on an index card, and then I could flip through different ideas of what I want to prepare. You get it? So I have it on here, or recipes, or I'm going to put it in my craft area and put scriptures on it with prayers or something like that. So like I said, I'll see what I'm going to do with it. But this was $3.99, so $4. $2. Thought it was cute. Y'all know I'm down with the old stuff. Another thing I found were these tin cans. And this is what? Scotch whiskey. And I know nothing about drinking some whiskey, right? But I thought that I liked them because they were old and they could go over in my wine bar area. And just for decoration. And it's so funny when I find things at the thrift store that have a top on them. I'm like peeking in them because this lady told me one time I was in a thrift store and she was like, "Oh, one time my friend went to the thrift store and she bought this vase or something, and when she got home it was ashes in it." So I'm like, "Oh, I hope nobody in here." But anyway, so like this one, I had just set it in here just to see. So if I just have it over my wine cart area, you know, with a couple of these in there, some sparkling grape juice jars or something like that. So I got that one, and I found this one here. This Old Bailey's Irish Cream one. So these are going to go in my wine bar area. Thought they're cute for decoration. Okay, another thing I found at the thrift store was this address book. Thought it was neat. It was $1.99. So $1. And this has some little old information. I thought it was really neat. And then it has an address book. I'm not sure if I'm going to put addresses in it. I might use it as an archive because, you know, we use our phone for everything and we don't have anyone's address really. So I might use it as an archive and put it on a desk for decoration because it's a nice, to me, it's a nice piece of art too. And it's pretty old. So we'll see. I might put everybody's, and see, then I'm putting people number and people change their numbers and stuff. So I don't know. Those numbers that never change, like my grandmama has had the same number for 43 years. People like that. I'll put her number in there. Okay, another thing. Y'all know I'm into the suitcases now. Found this. Now, I don't know actually if there was like, well, it had to have been something on top of here, I'm assuming. But then it don't look like nothing was on top of here. Maybe this is just pulling apart. Maybe that's just pulling apart. So I may take like some decoupage and repair this and put it back, but I love it because it's brown. And originally when I was looking for suitcases for decoration, you could tell somebody had like buttons and needles and stuff in here. But when I was looking for the suitcases for decoration, I originally wanted brown, but I couldn't find brown. And the ones that were in the brown category, they were kind of expensive, and I'm really frugal. I don't like to spend a lot of money, you know, on vintage stuff. I like getting a really good deal. But anyway, so I like that one because it was brown. And I've been wanting like the train case. So I found that one. I was excited to get that. Another thing I found was this picture frame. It is very nice. I don't know if you can see. Brown. And this is from Pottery Barn. And it was $4.99, $5, so it's $2.50. And I got this one because I was thinking about having it in my craft area to put either prayers or answer prayers because of course, you know, I'm on that war room trip. But they had like a frame that they're selling at the Christian bookstore, and it has like answer prayers inside the frame. So I may be doing something like that. I'm trying not to get it clear. I may be doing something like that with this, something on a smaller level. One, I was not paying $60 for the frame. The one that they're selling at the Christian bookstore. So I thought maybe that'd be a nice accent, and I like the aged, the color of the wood. Okay, now you may have seen these in my video I did with the collaboration we did with the $5 upcycle project. But like I say, I'm into the suitcases. I've been getting a couple, and the ones that I found that are really nice and clean on the inside, I would like to use them to store photographs. So like have our photo albums in them, but they'll also be decoration. So I found these two red ones. I can't remember the price because I picked them up maybe about 2 weeks ago and I took the tag off. I want to say they were like $3 each. They were really, really reasonable price. The one here, this checker one, I love it. It is absolutely gorgeous. And it was like $6.99, I think. It was another really reasonable price. And the one at the bottom, the blue one, was my roadside find. So it's really funny that I have bought the 3, like the prior weeks, and then found that blue one on the road. Now, since like I said, been doing this, adding the vintage accents to the house, this antique shop that I go to, they had one in. I saw it on Facebook, and I was like, oh, that's really nice. But I try to wait. I don't like run and get stuff right away. But anyway, so like 2 weeks ago, I went, I was riding around. I said, well, let me hit a couple garage sales. It was early in the morning on a Friday. And I said, well, let me hit a couple garage sales, and ran across this at a garage sale, this ironing board here. And I love it because it has the metal detail and then the green trim. Okay, so this was, oh, and she had another one. She had one an ironing board, but it only was the top of the ironing board. It was just this right here. And that was originally what I was going to pick up. I was going to get that, and I was going to make a sign and hang it up on a wall, like over the window or something like that. But then when she was like, I was like, well, I really want the ironing board, but I don't know where to put it. She was like, well, I was thinking of using it as a sofa table. I was like, oh, cool. So that's what I'm using this one for, as the sofa table. But like I say, I do, I may sand it lightly and stain it, but I want the green to stay, and I want the green at the bottom to stay. So I'll sand it lightly and stain it, give it a nice fresh stain coat. Okay, and the last thing I picked up, I almost forgot about these. I found these clipboards. And I remember my grandmother and them had these. I think my grandfather had gotten them from his job or something like that. But I picked up a few of these. I picked up 4 of these. And I like the, the aged look of here. And I'm going to, do a project with these. I have an idea of how I'm going to use these. So I picked up 4 of these, and I want to say they were like 25 cents each. So that is it. That is all I have. A little thrifting for the past couple weeks and a couple garage sale items. I did purchase another thing. I just haven't shared this. It's a vintage ice cream maker, and I have that in the kitchen on top of the hutch. I asked somebody if I should paint it, and she's like an antique salesperson or whatever, and I showed her a picture. She said no. So I think I'm going to leave it as is because it still has the sign on it. I'd like to thank you guys again. Bye-bye.